Hello. I'm sitting in the park. I just painted something. I'm pretty proud of it too, which is nice. Because normally I don't know, actually normally I'm pretty good. Normally I'm pretty good with enjoying my work and enjoying my process. It's definitely not perfect. I'm not the best painter in the world, but it's something. But I'm sitting down on this park bench, quasi looking for another subject to paint, thinking about writing, thinking about my life. Feeling heavy, which is interesting because if anything I should feel too light. Maybe that's what I feel. Dizzy. It's a better word. I feel dizzy. Nervous. Dizzy. Queasy. Because I don't know where I'm going. It's like literally the world is my oyster. I could move across the country, the continent, the planet. There's no real reason for me to be anywhere other than family, which is a very good reason, and that's definitely why I am where I am. But that being said, now is the most untethered I've ever been and might ever be. And to be honest, it feels like I'm entering a new atmosphere. Like I have to get used to being alone, even though that's what I've been trying to do my whole life. I have to truly do it on my own. And there's a part of me that feels bad about saying that because it's like, no, you have a huge community of people around you that love you and care about you, and that's like the point. The point of life is that you are in communion with other people and you're building community and you're making greater things happen than something you could only achieve on your own. And then the other half of me thinks, you're gonna die alone. You were born alone. You walk alone. Just because you share your pain doesn't make it hurt any less. And so I isolate. Which is fine. It's just long-term happiness. I don't know. But maybe there's something to be gained from being alone and being worried. Maybe not worried, but being alone and only being concerned about yourself, which is a lot to be concerned with. Not sedating myself with worrying about another person, because I feel like I can get into this quasi like half responsibility where I feel worried and nervous about somebody else, but because they are a human being I don't actually have to worry about them that much. Like I can sort of remove blame from myself if something bad happens, which real mature, real balanced thinking right there. But that's how I connive. And so when it's myself, when I put none of the blame on anyone else and it's just me taking care of me, who is to blame? Me. And as stressful as that is, to take the responsibility for every scenario that I find myself in, what I gotta do. Because it's not fair to anyone else. Can't blame my parents, can't blame my friends, can't blame my lovers or ex-lovers. It's me. And so I isolate. Love to know what you think about that, about isolating, about whether or not you do it, whether or not it's a bad thing. I am of the mindset that it's only bad if it's prolonged. Any habit needs to be checked and mediated and meditated upon. And I think that's what I'm doing right now. Meditating upon something out loud, on camera, in a park, at night. Well, 8:30 in the evening. In the evening hours, as the sun sets on Gage Park. Look at this lovely band show. Like, wow, what a lovely concert that could be heard. Maybe someday I'll play music there. How cool would that be? Okay. That's all. Bye.